Can you see me and hear me down there? Yes! I think it's so good of you all to come to Tom's second birthday. Happy birthday, Tom. Being serious for a second. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Arend. Arend and Gemma's wedding breakfast. Before we start in earnest, at any event where the family get together, we always have a little moment where we think of absent friends. So we can just put our heads down and think of all the people who would like to be here and enjoy the company of. So we just put our heads down. Okay, let's start the fun. My main job is to give a very welcome a special celebration of the marriage of Gemma and Arend. Recall a few embarrassing moments in Gemma's life. A few pearls of wisdom. And then finally propose the toast. Just to ensure that I do not repeat this in 3 months' time, let me just take a few notes to make sure that I do not repeat any topic before the course of this. If you can think that it is 1 year to the day that Arend proposed to Gemma on Table Mountain, and the biggest joy of my life today was to be there. And I think Julia and I had the most marvellous time in South Africa, which I'd like to thank all the family for that very special occasion. I'll just introduce you to Milani, who is Arend's sister. She's come all the way from Bloemfontein. This is not going to help her, but the welcome we were given, especially from Marlinki, who is the mother of you've started me. Milani. I won't look now, I'll look over here somewhere. But it was a very special, we had a wonderful time out there, and we were involved in every element of that wonderful 2 weeks. And that, particularly that day, when they came down the mountain. Gemma walked past her mother, stopped, I vaguely know that, and then screeched. Anybody who's seen the video, the screech, oh, tremendous day, tremendous day. As you would expect, Julia and I are proud of all our children. And so when I say I'm proud of Gemma today, it's because what it means to me, the first time that your daughter gets married. And the first time a daughter gets married. But I can tell you I've not experienced an emotional feeling like that when the first time, because I refused, seriously refused to look at a photograph of the dress, to look at the dress, or to see. And that minute that you stand there, I think the photographer said, don't you start. If you start, she starts. And if she starts, I start, we could be half an hour late. So I just like to just tell a few stories about Gemma. Wonderful, blonde. Can you imagine her as a little girl? Innocent, green eyes, yeah, smile, flashing eye. Well, we moved into our second house in Cranley. And just after we moved in there, Gareth fell down the stairs, just missing the glass frame. And he was told off by his mother, saying, "You shouldn't be playing on the stairs." He protested and said, "No, no, no, Gemma pushed me." And we thought, this little girl. You know. Well, 28 years later, after a few glasses of white wine at a Christmas party, she admitted to the crime. But what I would warn you about, it's approach to management. So anybody who works at Forbes and Lomax, be careful if you're going down the stairs. As she grew up, there were some wonderful little, let's say, episodes, which I won't refer to, until you see the little girl with ringlets, beautifully cultured, and you think, wobbling around, you think it's staggering, Robin. And you watch her and you think, oh yes, such a proud little girl. And that was just her 18th birthday party. We realised that she had grown up when we had a family night round the TV. And Gemma beat the whole family to the double entendre on the television by a long way. We hadn't worked out what the joke was. Gemma was there. And it was the last time I saw her blush. Until another couple of minutes. I did ask around the university friends, were there some good stories? Well, there were. And I'm keeping them to myself. But there is a little story about her. I think she decided that she would like to drink a lot of whiskey. Is it blushing yet? She decided to take a seasoned whiskey drinker on in drink. Well, I won't come to the conclusion of the night, but I think a lot of you can imagine that. But just to say, she went to bed with a bowl. So, as I'm talking about her university life, I know a number of her friends are here from university, but one thing that we always remember, Julia and I, is that because of the prompt actions of a girl at university, this is going to be hard, Sarah, that we've still got Gemma with us. Sarah at prompt action and the medics. So I'd just like to say...
It wasn't because of the whiskey, can I just say? I'll put that straight.
But we just thank for that series of coincidences that saved her life. Now a few words of advice to you both. Firstly, Arend, you've got to accept different stages in your life. And the first stage comes 2 days after your honeymoon. This is when dementia takes it. You think it's serious? It is serious. But it's only serious if you manage it properly. Because if you manage the dementia relationship, you can have a very enjoyable life. And I've been doing it for 20 odd years. And if you really want to know the inside story, just meet me at the bar and a few brandies and I'll tell you the I was given a booklet, which I'm now going to try and find. This is a deliberate fumble, of course. This is the Bible. It's called Don'ts for Husbands. Written by a woman in 1913. Look at page 55. It's an insight of a woman trying to give advice to her husband under the health section. And it says, don't let your wife become deadly ill before you insist on her seeing the doctor. There's a few classics in there, I can tell you. So just using the experience of the married life I've had, Julia and I have had, I'd just like to give you some simple tenets. Always be the best of friends, no matter how hard times are. Share the good and the bad times equally. Arend, even if England beat South Africa in the final of the rugby cup, just accept it. And be the best mother and father you can be. No pressure there. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a toast to bride and groom.